I
You don't
really
want to
didn't.
get fooled by. You don't want to get fooled by a what do you call it? What the fuck is
Okay.
it?
I
A
mean,
Oh, no
recreation.
way! This person... Wait. Oh.
You don't want to get a recreation. It's different than a restoration. Do you know what a restoration is?
no.
Do you know what the word restoration means?
Restore.
Yes. So you're going to restore the car to somewhat original condition, whether it's you're reupholstering the seats, you're regasketing the engine, rebuilding the engine, whatever it is, right? You're restoring it using original OEM parts from back in the day, whatever it may be. And then that's again, and you can check these cars. All cars generally have their VIN numbers all over the place. You can tell if a car has been pieced together and rebuilt.
I just particularly love that car, and I do want to own it.
Do you want it all original, or do you want it a fake that is it cross? It looks and feels, but it's
I'd say, is it a stick shift car?
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they are. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like it to be stick shift.
I'm sure they all are.
And then, but give me an example, because like certain parts I won't mind being brand new. It's just like the engine I would like to be traditional, but like fixed up, I guess. Because I want it to feel just like I'm fucking Keanu Reeves. Just fucking.
Well,
flying.
that's pretty easy to do. But just simply buying a one of the ones from the auction that have like 10,000, 20,000 miles on it for like $40,000 or $50,000. That's your best bet.
I just
And
really
I think
like
you gotta
it.
pay all in cash. Or
just.
not with a credit card.
No, I would just. My dad bought a Porsche for like 24,000, all fixed up, and it's from 2006 or something earlier, some 2000 year, and he did pretty good with it. So he just got it actually recently. So yeah, I'll make sure to take care of my car when I get it.
Yeah, man, you should teach yourself mechanics. I taught myself using Allison.com, which gives you this whole seminar, with modules.
I just had to think for a sec if I still had my. If I actually ended up buying a pair of shoes to match with my suit, and I don't. I'm pretty sure I did, but it's just a thought in the back of my head. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for interrupting you.
I forgot what I was talking about, but anyway.
I'm glad to have you here talking to me about cars, because I don't particularly know too many people who are interested in certain things.
Yeah, man, I'm interested in a lot of things. A whole lot of things.
That's very good. Like, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it to you earlier. If this movie goes well, and we can make some good money, and I get monetized, and I can make the sequel pretty good too, then it'll definitely be a payday for as many people that are involved.
Cool.
Like, what I'm planning on doing, like, the first one I'm making strictly all copyrighted music, but when I make the sequel, I'm making 2 specific versions of it. One that's gonna be, how do I say, one that's gonna be made right, and then one that has non-copyrighted music. So I can release it first and just, have a payday for my people, and then.
is it not loading the shit?
Marley, can you tell me if I actually ended up sharing this one document with you? Like the Jigsaw series structure? Because I'm hoping I did, because it's actually pretty interesting, but I just want confirmation, because that'll give you at least an idea how committed I am to the series.
I already know how committed you are to your work. I'm pulling it up. Alright, so... Alright, wait. I don't know if I grabbed up the newest one.
Basically, the way that I...
7 p.m., right?
Yeah, I set it up to where it has a total of up to 10 movies spinning around the games. If it turns out that that GTA 5 adds Liberty City before GTA 6 comes out...
Wait, I gotta pause it because I was watching it. Wait. It's not, give me the...
Oh, you're talking about the video I sent you. Oh, no, I was just...
the last email that you sent me.
Oh, no, I meant about a document. But yeah, good. You can watch that video and then tell me what you think of it so far.
Alright, give me a sec. Let me watch it. Cool. There was parts, remember, there was missing audio. I know you explained that.
Don't worry, all the voiceovers will be taken with real, actual voicing.
I think that it sounded a little cardboard, a little stiff, some of the voice acting, but it is what it is. The people
Don't worry,
you know?
That is all just going to be redone. I had them read off the lines. Basically, the young guys, the little kid one, I'm gonna have Jack read off his lines, like do the acting for that part, and then for Jack's character, I'm gonna have Infamous read his lines, and then for Infamous, I'm gonna have my friend Isaiah do it. Because at least with Isaiah, I can be as critical as I want with him. Make him give a good Martin Scorsese performance. Like, basically what I actually am doing at the moment is I was recording me reading some of the lines in case they needed to see how they should be read. Like, yours, I'm gonna say, is the hardest for me. Like, I'll do an attempt at it, but any way that you think that you can do it, I want your spin on it.
Just to tell you, I'm really high right now. I don't know if I'll be able to process reading the script right now. Just so you know.
Just anything with your character, as long as you can do it eventually.
Yeah, I will. I promise. No, much sooner than eventually. Yeah. Oh my god, dude! I wish there was Plague Ink for PS4 or PS5.
Yeah, what are y'all talking about now?
Oh, sorry. Marley was watching the footage that I sent him, and I explained to him that all the voiceovers are going to be redone with people doing their actual acting performances. So, you know how we had the one young guy, Master Vortex, being like a young guy? I'm gonna have you actually act out his lines, because I think those lines read more to your actual personality. Well, I think your voice is sounding good with it, but your character, I'm gonna have Infamous read off those parts, because he seemed a little stiff on the acting, and then on his character, which needs a little more acting, I'm gonna have my friend Isaiah do that.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's just, I'll get you guys in a party and have you, like, try and act out some of the lines for me, and I'll record them straight from there.
And I saw the crazy rain shadow that you were talking about.
What ring?
The whole band, the whole trough of moisture through North Carolina lately.
Oh, I haven't looked into it. I just went to this one store today. And the manager at the store was telling me that on Monday we're supposed to get that storm here. It's supposed to hit us a little bit.
I'm talking about our storm, the hurricane.
Well, you know, we're supposed to get some effect of it, yeah. That's what he was telling me. But I haven't really looked into it.
But you're right.
I don't know. We haven't gotten a hurricane over here in years. The last one that actually hit us, I don't remember, was in the 90s. Whatever it was called, I don't remember.
Well, they finally said that it's going to turn into a hurricane. question is, how strong?
Oh, Marley, how was the cinematography in your opinion?
It hung on scenes a little. Certain parts were a little slow. Other parts cut. It didn't cut fast. It just certain parts could have been trimmed a little bit.
You give me
Again,
certain parts that you want to do that you want me to do that with, I will do it. Like, if you look at previous versions, you'll see that it was a little too quick on some things, so I had to do major reshoots. So that way it looked like it flowed more. But like the smoking shot, I can probably edit a little bit, and then like I can probably do one puff of smoke on him, make him only do a one puff, and then instant death, and then other shots. You just gotta tell me what you think would be better, and I can just edit around it.
Sure. Let's talk. We'll talk about all that after I go read through all that. Because I need to hear this. This guy's about to talk about the path of the new update.
Then they can really strengthen very, very quickly and even become a hurricane. So if you're doubting that something can tangle with Hispaniola and then re-strengthen, I've got some examples that I dealt with personally while I was a forecaster at the Hurricane Center. Ernesto became briefly a borderline hurricane tropical storm south of Hispaniola, and it weakened significantly. It even spent a lot of time over Cuba and Florida, and it still made North Carolina right below hurricane strength. Noel was another one that crossed Hispaniola, and it formed farther to the west than we thought it would. So there could be some surprises with these events tonight.
Could be another Dorian.
Center circulations farther west than we think, but it still made a comeback after time over Cuba and became a hurricane north of the Bahamas. And Faye spent a considerable amount of time over Hispaniola, Cuba, and it still became a 60-mile-an-hour tropical storm over Florida. So, guys, I don't have much doubt that Isaías is going to strengthen despite its interaction with these big islands. And in that direction, for sure, we know that the parts of Bahamas still struggling after Hurricane Dorian hit last year. Dorian killed at least 74 people, displaced thousands. Reports that clean drinking water still in short supply on Grand Bahama and Little Abaco Islands. And now, Dr. Nab, Isaías on a path through the Bahamas.
Oh shit, Bahamas gonna be destroyed again, man.
No doubt about it. You don't even want a tropical depression or any kind of rainstorm coming through the northwest Bahamas when you're dealing with a recovery. Now, the other thing is the track for our current tropical storm with these. Now, neither one of these was like Isaías in the early stages, because Dorian became a Cat 5 here, Matthew was a Cat 5 in the Caribbean, so we're way behind the intensity trends of these two big hurricanes. But by the time we get up in here, it's going parallel to the coast of Florida, Georgia, and North Carolina and South Carolina, we could have very similar scenarios, because again, Dorian weakened, and by the time it got in here, just like Matthew, it was no longer a major hurricane. But if we have a strengthening Isaías and we get a Cat 1 or so going along these kinds of tracks, heads up, because Matthew and Dorian had significant impacts in the Carolinas. Remember the folks who didn't evacuate in the Outer Banks of North Carolina during Dorian, and they had to go out and rescue those folks. So we got to adhere to these evacuation instructions. And also, remember what Matthew had on the east coast of Florida. I know Alex remembered that from Daytona, and I toured the coast of South Carolina. Big impacts from storms there. So this could be pretty serious, even if it doesn't make landfall.
Pretty serious.
I think so many times we get on the landfall, but a float brush can have just as many effects.
So basically, if you, I can't. Basically, if you want to live in Florida, you better be prepared for hurricanes. I mean, that's all they're saying.
That is
really.
Always, and I am prepared, because this house is 8 feet above sea level. So you'd have to have like a Katrina at Category 5 hit Hollywood Beach, and for that to happen, that only happened 3 or 4 times in the last 200 years.
Yeah, yes, I think Katrina was the last one that hit us.
Katrina didn't hit us here the way it hit New Orleans.
Yeah.
Katrina came from the Atlantic, and then it went through Florida as a Category 1 or a 2, then it crossed Florida into the Gulf of Mexico, got all that moisture and sunlight and humidity, absorbed that, turned to a Category 5, and hit Norman's.
That's fast. That's messed up. Damn.
That's what happens. Sometimes we don't. It comes to us, but then like it crosses over us. We can handle a Category 1 or 2 on a normal day. Like sometimes jobs, they don't even give you like leeway. Like I was photographing nightclubs when that one of those Category 2s came through, and I said, "Yo, man, I can't go to the nightclub. I got to park like 3 blocks away, and you expect me to walk through a Hurricane Category 2 with my camera into a nightclub and be there for 2 hours just to turn around and walk back and then drive home in a Hurricane Category 2? Come on, man." And then my boss was like, "What the fuck? This is Miami. Deal with it." And I was like,
Deal with it. Deal with it. Deal with you, motherfucker.
Exactly. I mean, there's a lot of asshole employers in Miami more than elsewhere in the country. That's a different point. But I won't stand for that shit, and I didn't stand for that either. I'm like, no, man, I'm not like going to drive and then walk with my expensive camera. It's not designed to go through a hurricane. It's designed to go through a normal rainstorm and get some water splashed on it. Accidentally, you drop it in some water, you pick it up real quickly, you might be lucky. But no, I'm not going to take a fucking teeming sky of buckets of water pouring on me. Like me, fine. The camera, there's no way to protect it. Even if I had a case. Because, like, I have, like, at the time, it was just taking my camera, right? You don't bring an OtterBox, not an OtterBox, a Pelican case. It's always this fucking animal. Fucking Pelican case. Which is, like, army tough, like military tough. You know, it's designed that if it doesn't blow up in an airplane's, explosion, decompression, that they can float in the water. But still, why would you? I can't drag that through a nightclub on a Saturday night, on the dance floor. You know what I'm saying? So like I have to have a fucking camera loose or a backpack or something, with my camera and my one lens, because you don't have anything valuable in your bag. Because if somebody's behind you and you're taking a picture and tries to go through your bag, some kind of pickpocket shit, all I have in the bag really is, the bag was to hold the camera, enter the club, and then the company business cards are in there, and that's it.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna steal anything. You want to steal cards? Go ahead and steal cards.
I hear you. Hey, can you allow those people, Matt? I'm just trying to get some people in this party.
I will, honestly. Just give oh, damn.
I'm just trying to
anyway,
see if
so
we can get at
the
least
current track
people.
is that whatever hurricane it might be, it's going to hit south of North Carolina.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that bad, though, over here. We haven't had a... I mean, I doubt it's going to be as bad. Nah, Dorian didn't do nothing. Well, okay, hold on. Let me correct myself. It's gonna hit the coast of us, but I don't think this storm's gonna do anything to my part of it.
Yeah.
They didn't do nothing to me. Yeah, it did something prior to the coast, but what I'm saying is, these hurricanes that are quote-unquote supposed to hit us, they never hit my city. They hit the coastline, yes, but they never hit me.
Before, when I was saying crazy storms by you, and you're like, no, and then I'm like, no, I'm talking about what you just said a couple days ago.
Well, my part of North Carolina, we hardly get any storms in my city.
In Raleigh.
Aren't you near the coast?
Well, no, I'm not in the coast. The coast is like 3 hours away from me. I've already been to
Dude, I
Atlantic
can see the
Beach.
map, though. I can see the map. Like, I'm watching.
Yeah, I'm close.
Forget about the hurricane,